That's right. Damn it, that's right. Finally got on the friggin' air. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Did I interrupt you?
No, no, I don't have anything to say. It would only be bad. This is just in case of Americans talking, joining our friend and media personality, Jerry Maldonado, back for another installment of Meatball Perspectives and Proverbs. Hello, Jerry.
Oh,
Welcome back to
Christ.
Americans Talking. I don't think you're awake.
I talking to you pre-show. I got the press man.
Yeah, that's
Everybody,
not.
he's having a lot of issues today. I'm sorry, but it's all he's attached to all the bad, and hopefully we can give some introspect on something like this. I'm sorry, man. I feel for you.
Oh,
I've
well.
had those days.
Eh,
Internet's down. It's a total shit show in the desert where this man is because it's raining. God forbid it's raining in the desert. You guys start losing it. I don't
yeah,
understand it.
absolutely. And, the beauty of these days, when everything, Murphy's Law Day, everything goes wrong, you're laying the foundation for better days.
Uh, I guess I don't know. We both got different forms of wisdom, but all in a good way, though. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
When it rains, I grab an umbrella. When it rains, you get angry, but not in a bad way. It's just because you have a lot of media to do. I mean, you don't, like you said, you're not getting the 2 hours back in your life that you had to spend today trying to fix things.
There you go. There
And
you go.
it's a great point to bring up because you had your heart set, you got attached on a certain itinerary today. You had it all planned out, and guess what? A speed bump. And that's kind of like how life goes, man. I mean, really, we've been taught. You and I talked about this hustle and grind, set goals. A certain date, time, and event, and it doesn't happen. And what do we get? We get very disappointed. We start living in anger and fear and resentment, and that, my friend, is called attachment. Imagine, if you will, outside my window on top of the penthouse here, where Metro does his thing. Yeah, it's an apartment building. Who cares? I think it's a penthouse. There's a lot of oak trees, man, and there's a lot of squirrels gathering those little nuts, the fruit of the oak tree. And you've heard that metaphor before. In that little nut, there is one seed, and there's a whole energy system in there that if you plant it in the ground, eventually it's going to turn into this oak. Literally, the oaks here can take down every one of these friggin' buildings. It's that powerful. We have that same, how should we say, energy within us. We have a seed. You can call it a purpose, a dream, goal, whatever you want to do. But the problem behind it is if you start digging up the seed of the oak tree, you're going to destroy it. You're going to ruin the natural process of evolving into that so-called oak tree. Our dreams and goals are the same way. But society says, no, you have to put a timeline on it. You got to do it 6 months, 3 hours, 8 hours, instead of letting it evolve naturally through our thoughts and feelings every day. Hence, we've been encumbered with attachment. We do it with relationships. We do it with our goals. We do this expectancy of a certain outcome is virtually detrimental to allowing a natural outcome to conform. And a lot of us have been brought up that way. I get it. I get the whole goal setting thing. It's a marketing piece, and we've done this and that. But when you start getting attached to only a certain outcome, you're limiting yourself to the potentialities of amazing other outcomes as well. Your take.
Well, my take is you and I both develop skills or perspectives that help us get through those things. One thing I've always fallen back on, I don't know where I'm going, but I do know it'll be a hell of a lot better place once I get there.
Oh God, yeah. When you're dealing with a specific goal, we all have specific goals, whether it's love, finance, whatever it might be. You don't allow here it is about letting go. About attachment, just letting it go, being the oak tree seed in your life. Letting go is not about releasing control; it's about releasing your attachment to how things should unfold. We're all control freaks, man. Every friggin' one of us. I can attest to that. You can attest. We want things done at a certain time, but it's when you let go and allow yourself to evolve into it. We're trying to rush into something most likely we're not ready for emotionally, whatever, however you want to set it up. It's when we allow ourselves to evolve into it. I had a hard time doing this with America's Mentor. I wanted it to be, snippy, snappy in the very beginning years ago. I said, wait, let me step back from the attachment and the obsession, which is the wrong way of approaching it. It's kind of paradoxical if you think about it. You want to be obsessed with a goal, but not an outcome. In other words, a timeline. You start putting timelines on things like that, you're going to be set up for disappointment. Hence, and you start shaking your fist at the heavens and saying, what's the problem? The problem is you, because there's all those feelings evolving with it. The disappointment, the anger, the, how should we say, the anger of self. Why isn't this happening yet? And this is what you're actually blocking, the very thing that you're trying to attain.
Well, wouldn't you agree that most people are not assessing correctly because you may not be obtaining your long term goal, but all the energy that you're putting in it, that's what you need to celebrate because that's getting you
Thank you.
closer. That's getting you
Thank you.
closer.
It's the constant energy of what you're trying to attract. That's all you got to do. That's all we have to do. When we have a vision, we have this goal, what we're thinking about all day long, whatever it might be, significant other, a home. I mean, yeah, think about it, visualize it, but most importantly, live in the end of already having it as best way you can. In other words, the feelings. You don't
Right.
necessarily have to have the vision. I didn't really have this vision of this studio I'm sitting in. I had an idea of it, but I knew there was going to be a studio. And I let it all evolve as Tori and I were moving in. I slowly but surely added all these little components to it. Let your life be the same way. And start and take the pressure off yourself of having this certain way of this controlled outcome that you want. Let it evolve into it. I wrote Me, Myself, and I Can. I didn't care if I was going to be a bestseller. I didn't care that it wasn't or it wasn't, whatever would happen. All I want to do is be in the Library of Congress. And it's going to be there forever. That was my objective. And whatever the universe gave me from that was just, icing on the cake, per se, as we were saying in the pre show. It's those kind of thoughts and allowing the universe to give you exactly who you, which is most important, because if you who you are is going to dictate the outcome of anything. If you're jealous, if you're angry, if you're impatient, you're just going to get more of those outcomes in your life and wonder why, again, shaking your fist in the air. Why are these things happening to me? Because you're not ready to have what you're trying to attain.
Well, I hate to say this, Jerry, but you're exactly right.
I'm not
And
trying to be, I'm just trying to say the point.
but
It's my belief system. Go ahead, I interrupt. I'm sorry.
well, and I agree with you because all fault falls on me. I don't blame the universe. I don't
Mm,
blame the circumstances.
thank you.
But I celebrate the setbacks just like the accomplishments. It's all part of
Yes.
the journey, and the journey is an adventure. So if
I had some time. Go ahead. I'll finish up when you get done.
well, everybody needs to celebrate the fact that they're on this journey and they have this opportunity, and that's what life is. It's an unlimited opportunity.
Oh, amazing. Amazing. A great point. Because you just opened the door to anything to happen with this show or with anything in life. You say, wait, it's limitless.
Right.
When you realize you're limitless, you're opened up the door to potentialities of the reality that you're trying to create in many different forms. I mean, it's like don't put, they always say don't put your eggs in one basket per se. When you invest, do that with your goals as well. Don't be so limited on an outcome, a certain way it has to be, or a certain amount of money. I mean, say, yeah, I want to be wealthy. I mean, okay, 7 digits, 7 figures. Keep it open. Don't limit yourself. And I wrote this before I came on. Holding on is believing in one path. Letting go is believing there are many paths. When you realize that we are an abundant being, having this amazing human experience, and that our possibilities are endless. Just give your idea out. Let it go. I give mine out every day in my journaling. Here it is, universe. Show me what you can do. It showed me some awesome stuff today when I was trying to when I was manifesting, and I said, "Wait, I'm just going to let the universe give me what I've asked for, however it wants to." you have that kind of attitude, living in the energy of abundance and of gratitude and all the things that you want to bring to you in that energy, you're going to see a myriad of different opportunities coming your way. Job searching, relationships. Use that kind of attitude towards it. And don't limit yourself by one certain way it has to happen. You just open the door to endless possibilities.
Well, I always enjoyed saying I have unlimited opportunity. And the reason I do is because I'm open to it. I'm open.
Ah, you're trusting. You're trusting basically yourself. You're trusting. You have faith in your abilities to create any possibility. It's that kind of belief system, man. I mean, this is why you and I have talked for so much for so long. Is the fact of the matter is, even though I'm cuter than you, we actually do think the same. But it's
Yeah.
that it's go ahead. I'm sorry.
Well, you are cuter, like
A
a guinea pig.
6-year-old little cutie cotton ball,
like
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 that. But having that mindset, I mean, we just opened the door to endless possibilities. You started with one idea for your network, and look how it blossomed, indeed. But you just wanted to network, and you're letting it evolve. That's exactly what I'm talking about. The same way with America's Mentor. It started as a book, then it started as videos for my kids to encourage them. And wait, I'm just letting it evolve, and it's growing. This is what I'm talking about. You can have a goal of a certain thing, but open your mind to the possibilities. Use that frontal lobe of creativity and imagination to expand it. You're going to see the most amazing things. Letting go means surrendering to your higher self. It's that higher self, just like it has amazing energy in that little acorn. It's going to evolve eventually into an oak tree. It could be 10 feet tall, 50 feet tall, and whatever it might be. It could have 2 branches or 500 branches. It's just going to evolve. You take that kind of path with your thought process on whatever goal or dream you have. I mean, you just open the door to endless possibilities.
well, and don't forget that oak tree has a root system, a very
Oh,
complex root system.
you keep hitting the notes tonight. It has a foundation, indeed.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, yeah, that's what I was getting at before. You brought up a great point. What do you anchor to? We had talked about that. I think it was last week about anchoring. What's your belief system? Your belief system is your foundation. I mean, that gets rid of the jealousy, the mistrust. I mean, the minute you trust yourself, you just open the door to the higher self. You've evolved into the person that just letting yourself evolve every single day with the confidence, knowing that you're going to reach, have what you want to have, be, and do it in the best way possible. That foundation is everything. That's why I tell everybody, don't go for your goal until you're ready on the inside, because how it evolves on the outside determines how it is on the inside. It's doing it fast backwards from what we were taught as kids to force, 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 and grind, grind, grind. Yeah, once in a while think about it, but just keep pushing at something, and it's like the carrot being dragged away from you. You're chasing something that you're not. You have to be it to attract it, and then you'll become it.
Well, and the oak tree, he doesn't, or she, the oak tree doesn't disparage the squirrels for eating the acorns because the squirrels can't eat all the acorns.
Well, it just needs one. If there's
Exactly.
one seed, one little seedling in that rock that they get their teeth into, man, and it's that infinite energy that's in that little rock that grows into. It's guaranteed. It already has a system in place. We have the system in place ourselves with our dreams and goals, but society is telling us no, you have to do it a certain way. My question is, who do you believe? Do you believe yourself, or do you believe outside sources? If you believe outside sources, well, conformity. You want to conform. They warned us in scripture, do not conform. And people yet still don't believe it. They think they have to follow the masses and do it a certain way when the most successful people have done it in their own way.
No, absolutely. And the most successful people are extremely unique. They don't have a lot of commonality with each other.
No, we were called misfits. Indeed, I mean, I love that title. I love it. I love the person that never conformed. Yeah, I did in the very beginning until I realized this didn't feel good. And to people out there, I mean, if it doesn't feel right, what the hell are you doing? I'm not being in a bad way. I'm saying, wait, if something doesn't feel right, stop going towards it and start getting away from it. And that has helped me in so many ways. I mean, to acknowledge who I am and let the universe grab hold of it with my work that I do every day. I love how it brings me all I desire in so many beautiful ways. Is it the pinnacle of my goal? No. But I'm loving the journey, as you said. You're loving the journey. You're getting excited. You're living in having it already. You can't help but to manifest it.
No, absolutely, absolutely, and that's what the universe creates for us if we're honest with ourselves.
Hmm. I
You know,
heard something, and I go ahead.
go ahead.
No, I heard something last night before I came on last night's show for my show on Facebook Live. It said, God is not a man, God is a mirror. And when you start realizing that life is just a reflection of you, and that we are indeed have the same power within us, if you realize that, nor do they want to believe it. When you realize life is just a reflection of who you are, you start making better choices. You'll start changing your environment, your surroundings to create the thought process to bring you to the next level. Transformation is you self-reflecting and realize what you're attracting. If it's not what it is, you got to go under the hood and see what's going on to block it. And attachment is probably one of the biggest because if you get attached to something, you got a tight grip on it. You're telling the universe, don't leave. It's going to say why. Your fear of leaving everything is going to leave you anyway. You don't feel like you deserve it. You don't feel worthy of having it. I can go into so many different blocks that people have when they latch onto something afraid of letting it go. You have to let it go. You have to let it go out there with good energy and inspired action to bring it toward you, or else you're only shooting it down with the insecurities and the jealousies and the fears and the anxieties. That's why it's so important to fix the inside before going out and going after what you want on the outside.
Oh, I agree, and everybody should leave this show believing, starting to sense that they themselves have unlimited potential.
Unlimited potential with unlimited opportunities, but you have to check under the hood to see what's going on that's blocking you from attaining what you truly want. And remember, the mirror reflection of self. What's going on in your daily life? What synchronicities are coming in your daily life? It'll give you a perspective on what's going on the inside.
All right, my friend, I think this is a pretty good place to put this one in the
Well,
bag, so to speak. All
well,
right.
picture energy.
Hey, this has been the highlight of my day. I promise you.
Oh, there you go.
Hey,
Oh, no.
this
Thanks, man.
thanks. This has been Justin Case and Jerry Maldonado bringing you Meatball Perspectives. Thanks for joining us. Remember, additional information and links provided in this video is read more. Today's the day to subscribe to this channel. Please learn more about Jerry Maldonado when time permits.